What's up? This is Helsing920, and it's time for the Console War. And tonight's Console War is a special crossover with one of my other web series. Yes, folks, tonight in episode 4, I'm talking about the Fanboys. Yes, this is a special Fanboy Chronicles edition of the Console War. See, a lot of people wanted me to do Fanboy Chronicles videos for the longest time on the Microsoft fanboys, the Sony fanboys, and the Nintendo fanboys. But you know what? Since all three groups are almost identical, similar to how the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 are almost identical, I decided to say, fuck it, I'm going to mash all three groups together because there's no point in wasting 3 videos on this. So yeah, let's start, shall we? Let's start with Nintendo's fanboys. Yes, there are fanboys out there. Most of them will say, no matter what happens, the Wii is the best system out there because it's the most revolutionary. Because it has Wii motion technology. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Okay, Nintendo's finally mastered exactly how the Power Glove should have fucking worked, okay? That doesn't mean you have to shoehorn it into every single fucking game, okay? Punch-Out is a pain in the ass when you're using the Wiimote and the Nunchuck. You're going to wind up using the classic control setting, at which point you just wasted $50 on something you could have spent $5 on the virtual console. You're getting the exact same game. Speaking of that, I actually did buy a copy of Punch-Out, and at $50 the game is grossly overpriced. This thing should have been a budget title without question. Should have been a $20 title at best, okay? I'm going to say that right now, and now I know I'm going to get a ton of hate mail, because there's a lot of people who seem to fucking adore that goddamn game, and I don't know why. I really don't. But, moving on. Nintendo also, the fanboys, they love to fucking try to say that, you know, their fucking system is the best, because it has Mario, it has Link, it has Samus, yes, it has Zelda, Mario, Metroid. You know what? The CDI had Mario and Zelda, and that system was a piece of shit. And the games on it were total garbage. So that argument is completely flawed. And Metroid really hasn't put out a good game in years. Because frankly, these fucking Metroid Prime games suck, with the exception of Metroid Prime Pinball. Anyway, and of course Zelda, it's been the exact same fucking game since Ocarina of Time, and all of Mario's 3D outings have been just Super Mario 64, only with souped-up graphics, and in the instance of the last game, in space. Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Yeah, but see, that's all that Nintendo has to offer. That is all that the fanboys can bring to the table, is all of the mascots. But they don't bother to mention, folks, that there are a lot of properties which Nintendo owns, but they've never utilized. Or they have never utilized properly. Folks, it has taken years for a good Fire Emblem game to come out on the DS. Yeah. And what about on the Wii? The Wii has 1. The GameCube had, I believe, 1. The GBA had 1. Folks, there's 16 games in that goddamn series, if I'm not mistaken. Why the fuck don't we have more of those? Same thing can also be said for Earthbound and Kirby. These are 2 franchises which Nintendo has sat on, and the fanboys are not, clamoring at the gates going, I want a Fire Emblem game! No. They're going, I want another Zelda title, man. I gotta have a Mario game. No, you don't. You don't need a Mario game. Alright? They have put out the same motherfucking game 3 times now, and they've already announced a 4th. So guess what? Fuck you. I say we take Mario out back, we shoot him right in the head, right next to Sonic. Now, on to the next system. Microsoft. Yes, the Xbox 360 fanboys. These people, for some reason, think that their system is the most supreme system ever made, even though it dies so easily. Of course, if you mention that to them, they will piss blood and rage, because you're not supposed to mention that. You aren't supposed to talk to them about the Red Ring. That seems to be this big criminal offense to them, because they have nothing to defend that with, except, yeah, well, Microsoft will fix it for free. Well, they had damn sure better, because if they are putting out defective systems, they are almost obligated to fucking fix it for free. Okay? Now, they also say that Halo 3 and Gears of War are the greatest games ever made, even though they're almost identical. Because they're both shooters, they both have an almost identical plot. The only difference is that Marcus Phoenix actually has a slight bit of personality, and Master Chief has all the personality of a brick. So, yeah, that's really the only difference they've got going between them. Alright? Really, though, they have nothing else. They basically are busy defending the Red Ring and saying that these two almost identical shooters are better than anything else you'll ever find on any other system ever. Alright? And that's bullshit, alright? I can tell you for a fact that the Xbox 360 has a lot of awesome games. Unfortunately, most of the fanboys will still clamor to Gears of War and to Halo. Yeah. It's pretty sad, but that's kind of sort of how those people work. Now,